Shalom. All praise, honor, and glory and fear to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Bashim HaKadosh. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who lead our nation, and peace and salutation to the hopeful elect brothers out there and a few sisters that's tuning in. I say Shalom. And I want to get into this whole Thanksgiving thing. Today was Thanksgiving. And two-thirds of our nation, two-thirds of the nation of Israel, partake in this, full-heartedly. Got themselves involved. Looking forward to this day, and they use different reasons why they do it. They want to gather around and celebrate with their family and things, but the significance of them gathering is not being understood of why this even is a holiday and what took place on this and what happened to your northern kingdom. Primarily Gad and Reuben, the Israelites. Our brethren from the northern kingdom, what they had to go through with Esau. And it's basically, you celebrating this is a spit and mock in the face of your ancestors that were actually put to death and that was suffered because of this and had their land snatched and taken from them. And Esau does this to this day. To this day, he's taking landmarks and lands from Israelites, putting them on reservations and things like that. This is nothing new, and you celebrating the demise of your own people, and you're not even, and then people don't even know it, and they still do it. So, first scripture I'm gonna get into, Isaiah 1:14. It says, "Your new moons and your appointed feasts, my soul hated, that are troubled unto me." It's like they are trouble unto me. So the Most High hates the days that you celebrate, because our people always celebrating Sunday as the Sabbath day. They think that that's the day of rest, and that's why they worship and go to church and do all that on a Sunday, when it's really based upon the new moon, is how you really follow the Sabbath day. And then also your appointed feast days, the days that you get together and celebrate. We have high holy days that are in the scriptures for us as Israelites that we're supposed to partake in celebrating, that was given it to us by Moses, from the Most High. These are the things that we're supposed to be honoring and celebrating as our own holidays, our customs, our heritage, our traditions amongst the Hebrew Israelites. We're not supposed to be taking on other people's traditions. The Most High hates when our people do this, and our two-thirds of our people do it yearly. It says, they are troubled unto me. I am weary to bear them. Oh man, that means all day today the Most High, this was smoking the Most High's nose. He was weary to bear our people celebrating this. And when ye spread forth your hands, I will hide my eyes from you. Yea, when you make many prayers, I will not hear you. Your hands are full of blood. Wash you, make you clean. Put away the evil of your doings from before mine eyes. Cease to do evil. And that's only going to happen when the kingdom comes. That's the only way that two-thirds of our people are embedded into this. Like it's like their conscience is seared with a hot iron. They celebrate this like clockwork. When you go and you spread your hands and you pray to the Most High, and you need His help. That's talking about the time of Jacob's trouble, when you're going to be praying to the Most High. You're praying to God that He help you in your time of need, but He won't hear your prayers. Because why? Because you've been honoring the so-called white man's tradition, celebrating all his holidays that put forth bloodshed of our own people, our own ancestors. And so the way the Most High is going to wash you and make you clean is by that nuclear fire. When those missiles come, when you go through that fiery, them physical trials and tribulations, the time of Jacob's trouble, the day of the Lord's wrath, the hour of temptation, that's how you're going to get purified. Because the Most High you're going to perish, and you'll come back in the kingdom, and you'll come back in your right mind, and you'll be clean. But the hopeful elect, the Most High is purifying us now. We don't celebrate these things. We don't honor these things. These things don't mean a damn thing to us these days. And the Most High sees, the sacrifice we make by changing our lives and not doing this no more. We don't do this no more. That's what a sacrifice is. When you prevent yourself from having or benefiting off something for the spiritual good. That's what we've done. That's what when we go out and do the work, and all the work that we put towards this truth is part of our sacrifice. This is Amos 5:21. It says, I despise your feast days, and I will not smell of your solemn assembly. So we all brothers in this faith and this truth. Even some of the sisters, these scriptures. These are fundamental scriptures that we just bring out on these days because they apply. They apply for these days that were specifically written for these times, these days. So anybody who's not seen these, these videos or videos we put up in these scriptures, so that they may see it and know it. Verse 22. Though ye offer me burnt offerings and your meat offerings, your turkey and your ham, I will not accept them, neither will I regard the peace offering of your fat beast. Because let's be honest, man. Jake looking forward to that ham, man. They want that honey glazed ham, with the pineapples on top and it's glazing. That's what they want. They can't wait to dig into that. Jake, the turkey is kosher. You shouldn't be celebrating on these days anyway. When you have these feast days, but Jake gotta go. Jake got to mix it, Jake got to remix it with the wickedness. It says, take thou away from me the noise of thy songs, for I will not hear the melodies of thy vows. So all your Christmas carols, all your holiday season jingles, all those, radio stations playing all the holiday songs, starting from Thanksgiving and Christmas on down to New Year's and the countdown, all that stuff. This our people love this, and even during the coronavirus, you still doing this. People are still getting together, celebrating this stuff. This stuff is still out there. But let judgment run down as water, and righteousness as a mighty stream, and that's going to happen in the time of Jacob's trouble. The Most High is going to run His judgment down, and all those who are caught up, it will be washed away in the flood, which is Esau coming with his, his stormtroopers, his the EU, the NATO. All his all them foreign troopers is gonna come and set up martial law in his police state and cutting places off where you can't go to the next town and city over. People gonna be rioting and looting, lawlessness. You're gonna have civil unrest. You're gonna have people, your neighbors gonna be trying to kill you. You might have to kill your neighbor because they're trying to kill you and take what you got. And that's just that. That's not even including when Esau is gonna just roll on people and throw you in these concentration camps and these detention camps and try to chip you and basically cut off heads. So these things is represents the judgment. These people that's going to get caught in these judgment are the same people that showed up front and center for today's festivities. Bowing their heads at the dinner table, praying over the abominable foods that they about to eat in. Just fully partaking in this wicked holiday. Hell day, matter of fact. So I already read that one. The last scripture I'm going to is Mark 7:7. It says, howbeit in vain do they worship me, teaching the doctrines and the commandments of men. Because all these holidays and all these different trends and everything that people celebrate is something that the so-called white man pushes forth and people gravitate to it. Like I always say, Esau is the hands, everything he has you do is the strings, and you're the puppet. And so he puts these things upon you and you do it and you dance to this tune of what he says. Our people don't consider that they do evil before the Most High. This is for laying aside the commandments of the Most High, the law, statutes, and commandments that the Most High set for us to follow. Also the high holy days that the Most High set for us to follow and honor the Sabbath as best we can, rehearsing the righteous acts. You lay aside that to follow what? Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's Eve and the new celebration of New Year's. Also, all your other little stuff like you celebrate, like what is that holiday where everybody I forget it, man. It's on February 14th, I think it is. Whatever that is, man. Valentine's Day. That's it. all these different, and they come up with, Esau got, he got so many different things. Every day is something day. Siblings day. Today is Wednesday is hat day. You always got something going on, and it's just all to see how many people will obey what they put forth out there to do. The same thing with wearing these masks. That's that's the obligations that are put out there for people to obey. You're obligated to obey it because you've been obeying everything else that devil been putting forth to you. So it says, for laying aside the commandments of the Most High, ye hold the traditions of men, as the washing of pots and cups, and many other such things ye do. So our people, like you follow man's traditions, as the washing of pots and cups. Like somebody that's a servant. That's someone who washes pots and cups. Someone who does these things. It's like the role of a servant or somewhat of a slave, or someone that's, like even say employment, because employment means slavery. You do it. You hold up these men's traditions so much as if like you're enslaved to it. You don't know better. You just do it. It's like a slave. A slave, he gets broken. He no longer put up any challenges or any restraints to his master. He just does according to what his master says do, according to the way his master says do it. It says, and he said unto them, Fool we, ye reject the commandments of the Most High, that ye may keep your own traditions. And that's what our people do. You reject the commandments of the Most High, which are written, so that you may keep your own traditions, which is the traditions that are handed down to the so-called white man, on down to the fact of you calling yourself after the names that he given you. So with that, man, death and destruction to whoever celebrates this holiday and any other holidays, upholding man's traditions over the Most High's law, statutes, and commandments and high holy days. I want to say all praise, honor, and glory and fear to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem HaKadosh. Double honors to our apostles that lead our nation of great millstone, and peace and salutations to the hopeful elect that's striving for salvation. Shalom.